talk about it, man. Bill Haney was on the Boxing Voice and said that T.O. they number one target. That may or may not happen. Then he said Shakur, Stevenson, Jaron, Ennis to an extent. He named Richardson, Hitchison, Brian Norman Jr., Mario Barrios. And like I said before, Ryan Garcia was never going to rematch them. That's my opinion. So that's me. But thinking about it, I mean, they trying to keep their options open. Everybody looking at Dev last performance, and one thing I don't understand is how you bring Shane Mosley and Nate in, and they have one game plan, and then Bill just say, "Well, go do this, protect the bag." You know what I'm saying? It's like, and Najee challenged him on that in the Cigar Target interview, and he was right. Like, dude, we might want to see that you throw one or two shots, and come on, man, like. But Rolly was right. These guys were protecting the bag. I mean, can't be mad at it because that's what they fighting for. But Devin said boxing chose him. Now choose to entertain and choose to be. You can still be defensive and be entertaining. Pernell was, but it's probably too much to ask. But honestly, him and Hitchison, that's a fight that you couldn't pay me to watch. I mean, obviously, I don't really care to see Shakur Stevenson fight anymore, neither. So, I mean, take with that what you will. I don't really care to see him fight at this point either. So, but that's just my opinion on it. Like, I don't want to see him fight Shakur. They both, I know Dev can be more exciting than what he was, but don't really care about the Shakur fight. Shakur said he wouldn't come up to above 140, and maybe Dev and them feel like they can make 140, still. So, but he was like, I'll go up to 54 for Conor Ben and whatever, right? The Ennis fight, I mean, I think that's a good fight for them. I think Ennis is just, is a bad stylistically fight, but Devin is a good athlete. So, maybe he can get Ennis, they think he can get Ennis some problems, but Norman, that seemed like a bad fight. Maybe you can outbox Norman, but he's a tank. He's strong, and it seemed like he gets stronger and stronger as the fight go on. He one of them type of fighters, and they trying to teach him to be a little bit more the box so they can have that tool when they move up in weight. He durable, strong, he wild, but now they trying to refine him. His father, he gets starting to listen to what his father telling him. He basically telling him, okay, us boxing right now is not for the benefit of 147 or even for the benefit of boots. It's just the benefit when we move up in weight and start fighting bigger guys. We're going to need these tools. So let's work on discipline. Let's working on fighting behind our talent, fighting behind our height, our reach, our speed. And let's have these tools. And really when you need to bang it out, that's always a great tool to have. Because what if you get behind in points and you got to go get a guy? Most of these guys ain't built to do that. They not built to seek and destroy. Like, don't sleep on fighters that seek and destroy. Because that talent, that ability, guess what? I can be down 10-0. And those fighters that's pressure fighters that they go get you, they tend to be high stamina fighters. And historically, maybe not this much in this generation, they were hellacious body punchers. Say what you say about Julio Cesar Chavez and Mildred Taylor. Chavez made some adjustments. He made some investments in that fight. He made some serious investments to the body. And it wasn't one shot. It was 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? They don't fight like that no more. He made some serious investments. So when you fight that style, you got to make investments. Trust me, you got to make investments. Body shot, bow, 2, 3, 4 of them. Every now, these guys just throw one shot. You know what I'm saying? You got to, and when you move up in weight, you got to start slowing these motherfuckers down with a body shot of 3 here. That's how you slow them down. But other than that, and they're all good fights. Other than the Hitchison and Shakur fight, I can live without those. Like, I literally don't. If Devin gonna fight like that, and Shakur keep fighting the way he fighting, and Hitchison keep fighting, I don't want to see them motherfuckers fight. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to see none of them fight then. If they're gonna continue to fight like that, I'm not wasting my time to watch that bullshit, especially versus each other. Charge it to the game. I don't want to see it. And I'm just keeping it real. That shit was horrible. Hitchison is boring as fuck. He don't throw no punches. Shakur boring as fuck. Well, Shakur will throw some punches here and there. He will, but it's just like, come on, man. It's like, you have your dog ever had one of them toys that got the squeaker inside of it? Squeak, 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 you know? That's them. That's them. That's when he punched. Like when SpongeBob, was getting punched. I think who was beating the bully was beating up SpongeBob. He was pushing, it was squeak, 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 squeak. You know what I'm saying? That's like when he punched. So I have no desire to see any of them thump together if they're gonna keep fighting the way they fight. No, thank you. No, thank you. And that's my opinion. I'm not saying that you should believe that. I'm not pushing this on nobody. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't want to see if they not gonna come to fight. I'm not wasting my time. You know what I mean? But the Norman fight is interesting because he gonna have to fight him. He gonna have to fight. The Norman fight is interesting. You gotta bang. You gotta she bang. You gotta bang. What else fight is interesting? What else fight is interesting? He said Barrios, that'd be an interesting fight, but you saying names that you're not gonna get. He fight Pacquiao, gonna probably go away for a year, then probably fight Rolly. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. So realistically, who we gonna fight next? Who knows? Might be Hitchison. You going up the welterweight, ain't too many names. Maybe you get in there with Karen Turkachan. I don't really want to see that neither. So ain't too many options out there for Dev right now. Especially if they want to keep making coin. Maybe get in there with Conor Ben. They money chasers. They not looking at the logic. Bill and Dev not looking at the logic of what's right box. They looking at money. I'm telling y'all, when you money hungry, you make a lot of mistakes in life. When you hoarding cash, that's not a good quality to have too. Being lazy, ain't you got to find a fine line. You got to find a sweet spot of that. But honestly, out of all those fights, Norman, Ennis, I'll think about Robert Easter Jr. I guess he ain't coming back after getting popped. Shout out to bro. But I guess he ain't coming back. But Norman, Ennis, that's about it. Cause I don't think he gonna get Pacquiao. Rolly said no. And all of it be like, for certain fighters to be pussy, it's accepted. Oh, I don't want to like. It's just like, what's the point? We always you got fighters that want to fight, and then fighters they always in the same vicinity or close to the weight class to fighters that don't want to fight. Sorry, I just feel Rolly. It is what it is. Oh, I don't want to fight Devin. He's bored. Well, it's your chance. It's your duty to make him. It's your duty. It's your duty to make him. It's your duty to make him not fight. Honestly, it's your duty. It's your duty to make him fight. But that's what they say they want to do. Who knows? So you don't have a belt no more. So really, where's the leverage at? They already gonna hold your last performance against you. I mean, can you make 140? I mean, Shakur's in the same boat. If he beats Zepeda, if you can make 140, then that might make sense. Ryan off the table, Rolly off the table. I think Norman will fight you. Bob would love to put you in there with Norman. That'd make a lot of sense from Top Rank. So I think if any logical fight is out there, it's probably Norman. So it's probably the one guy that will fight you. Hitchison, he might. But can you squeeze down and wait? If you squeeze down and wait, the opportunities open itself up. Whether it's Gary Anton Russell, who's been talking a lot of shit. It comes from a place of pure jealousy, in my opinion. Richardson Hitchison. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Gary Anton Russell. That's a good fight. Russell was just gonna come straight in, throwing a bunch of wild ass punches. And if you don't, defend, if you don't get on the offense, he gonna get you flat out. Ain't too much skill about that boy. He just coming to get you. I like that. He coming to get you. He just, he got mad when people compared him to Sean Porter, bro. Like, nigga, you ain't, like, you just throwing shit. Versus Jose Venezuela, it worked for you. When you got somebody that can control the distance and use his jab versus Puello, it was an easy fight for Puello. You just ran into shots all night. And had he, threw 3 or 4 more shots, he probably would have turned your lights out, to be honest. Had he started throwing combinations and touching the body a little bit, he probably would have slept you. You kept running into the same shots all night. He just kept it basic. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link in the description. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, everywhere. Join the Patreon. Peace.